Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gaming with me, Tony Mo, and we're here today with what is still considered technically the early access or beta version of Wasteland 2, of course the sequel to the original Wasteland, which is nearly 20 years old now. A lot of people have been looking forward to this very, very much. The game has seen some rough roads during its early access program. There was points where I didn't enjoy it, there were points where I enjoyed it, there was points where it was really broken, and now it's at the state where I really actually have been enjoying it quite a lot. Although the game is extremely difficult, even on normal difficulty, but I like a good challenge. That is kind of the point of the classic Wasteland vibe. However, we did finally get the announcement that the game is officially going to be releasing on September the 19th, so will no longer be in early access. One more title of the very small list of titles to finally make its way out of early access. So I figured we'd hop back into it. I'd show you guys a little bit of what it's all about, because it's been a while, and you can decide whether or not Wasteland 2 is something that you're interested in checking out. Now, I have to say, if you like Fallout, if you like, the Fallout series as a whole, if you like turn-based strategy, if you like the old-school sort of isometric style games like the original Wasteland and the original Fallout series, I think you will definitely find some love for Wasteland 2, without a doubt. Now, when the game originally released, my biggest thing with it was that it just didn't feel like it had the character that a game like Fallout or the original Wasteland even had. And while those games are very old, the original Wasteland and earlier Fallout titles, and they are kind of difficult to go back and play, there was something about them that still made them quite enjoyable. But let's just get into the game. Enough of me blabbing. This is my team. We've done some stuff. This is actually one of my newer games I just started. We're not a bunch of complete amateurs, but I guess let's just get a rough idea of, who they are and their statistics. So let's bring up our inventory management system here where we can look at our characters. So to start, we have Cold Eye. He's a level 2 private first class recon sniper, I guess you could say. Of course, you can see his primary weapon is a sniper rifle. Sadly, it has very little ammunition in it. He's also carrying some 12 gauge shotgun shells, which we need to change that because that shouldn't be. This is a very important concept in this game, is making sure your inventory is managed across characters. Because there are times when you'll pick things up not realizing that you picked it up with one character. Next thing you know, you're in a firefight and Cherry Bomb over here doesn't have shotgun ammunition because Cold Eye's carrying it around when he shouldn't be. So on to Cherry Bomb. She's sort of our explosives character, our expert. If we look at her skills, we can see she has shotguns, toaster repair, demolitions, and I've also given her the hard-ass perk, which makes her gives her some extra dialogue options, essentially. Makes her be able to sort of, I guess you say, shit-talk her way through conversations, or just, tell people to screw off, because if not, she'll bust them in the face. Pills here is our medic. Now, these are actually all the sort of preset classes. You can actually make your own characters 100% from scratch, so sort of like setting the base attributes on a character in the most recent Fallout titles. You can actually just do that and make their own personality, and you can even type in their own stories, and you can go all crazy on the characters if you want to. Of course, if they die, that's sort of all gone, but it does actually save those characters, so you can make characters and then use them on, second playthroughs or other playthroughs. But Pills is our medic, so she has a lot of abilities like surgery and some other things. You can see we have light medic, field medic, surgeon, and she also is currently using handguns. I think I'm going to change that moving in the future because handguns aren't. They can be effective, but I'd much rather have an SMG for her. We also have Hex, who is sort of our leader / scientist type person. She's got perception, computer science, and energy weapons. So right now we are actually in the town. I forget what town we're in. Let's take a look at the map quickly. Okay, I forget where we are 100% if I'm completely honest. Let me take a look at the world map. I believe, we're at the AG Center. So currently we were making our way to High Pool or the AG Center. Actually, either of these locations was fine for us. And we got distress calls from both of them. So we had to pick one. And I picked the closest one, which is AG, where they're having some problems with plants doing some really bad things to their people. So the plants have sort of come alive for some reason and they're attacking people. But let's go ahead and we're going to make our way through this door, which is actually currently locked, so it doesn't look like we're going to be going that way anytime soon. But we have a lot of other locations we can examine, so let's go check out this place. Oh, hold on a second here. What is this? You definitely want to be keeping an eye on any crates, anything like that in the environment, and if you can open it. It is an electronic lock, sadly, which we do not have the skills to hack. It's just not one of the things that our characters are capable of. Don't touch anything. Rose also has a high-tech artificial left hand and a revolver peeking out from under her lab coat. So she's not very happy. So there's a ton of text that you can read in this game. There is a lot. There is very little voice acting actually being done in the game. You can ask these people, see, airlock code. She's going to come with us, actually, to go through the door. Let's ask her if she has a gun. Every rose has its thorns, children. Mine's an antique. Can I join you? Alright, we'll let her come with us. Hopefully she doesn't die. So we've picked up a 5th person to our party. We have a follower. Let's go make our way through this door. Let's get a little bit involved in some combat with some nasty, nasty plants. Yes, we know, Rose. You can open the airlock. Let's do this thing. Hopefully that old hand cannon you have of yours hasn't gathered too much rust as we move into combat. So you can see we've got some pod persons. We've actually got 2 friendlies who seem to be captured. Let's take this thing out, because these things are nasty and they do a lot of damage if they explode when you're nearby. Let's start making our way to cover. Now we all get to die awkward. No.
I told you to be careful. Now I'm gonna have to save your asses too.
Alright, so once you actually engage in combat, you immediately go into a turn-based tactical situation decision-making mode. So we can actually decide where to move our characters, how to engage, when to engage. So we're going to actually spend a lot of AP on this to get her over here because she does have a pistol. She's not very useful. We actually need to reload this. Apparently it's saying we're out of ammo because we are. That's right. I forgot I didn't purchase any ammunition for him when I was back at the store. Ammunition management is a huge, huge aspect of this game. And you're going to find it sometimes very difficult to actually acquire ammunition. Let's go ahead and actually see if we can get a little bit closer and still be able to engage one of these guys. You also have to be very careful because friendly fire is enabled. So if you have any weapon that has a sort of spread, or perhaps you even miss a shot and then hit somebody from behind, collateral damage, you're going to be wounding friendly people. That's not a good thing. These dudes really suck, man. See, you can see the shotgun right here. This would blast our friendly pretty heavily if we did that. So let's navigate over here and then engage. We just can't. This like pistol she has, man, is just terrible. I don't know what the hell this thing is. I thought this was my shotgun. It's not. This is Rose. There's nothing we can do right now. We'll put her on ambush, which is sort of like Overwatch if you're familiar with XCOM. You'll see this is a much tighter pattern. We can actually shoot past our friendly there and do some damage without being super concerned about hitting a friendly. Good news is we've managed to get a lot of these pod people off of the guys we're trying to save. However, they are now attacking us. And there is a lot of them. And we have a sniper who has no ammunition and no backup weapon. He just has his fists, so he is useless to us. I think we're actually going to lose her. She's really low on health. If we lose our medic, it's essentially game over, so we're going to want to navigate her over yonder. That was great timing. It's actually very good to at least check these things out. We actually got a bladed weapon, which could be very useful to us. Let's go ahead and just engage one of these guys. I think we can. That's it. We can't do another shot. Okay, we need to decide here if there's any way that we can possibly save these guys. Let's move her away from that range at least. She panicked and lost control. Luckily, she actually managed to do some damage and relocate. Let's see if we can't get a double shot on these guys. Oh, we did a little bit of damage to that friendly. He's now kind of against us. Alright, dude. I'm sorry. But we had to do some damage somehow. Useless sniper. Still here. Let's just end his turn. Get it over with. That was a very high risk maneuver we did, moving her out here. She's probably going to die right now. Now, one of the more intelligent things to do in these situations, which I didn't do, is actually when you're about to enter a combat situation beforehand, you can toggle partied group on and off, and you can move units individually. So you'd actually set them up on the outsides of the map relative to where you wanted them to be when you were going to engage in combat to prevent situations like this from happening. We're going to move her pretty far out of range because we can't deal with another hit right now. And we're just going to put her on ambush. Get her behind cover. We got 68% chance on just about all these. We can actually do 78 on this pod person in the distance who's already down a little bit. We'll see if we can't hit that shot. That might be able to help out Rose here just a little bit. She has extremely high percentage hit. One down. We actually have some AP left over. We can go ahead and move her behind cover. And we're actually going to have her reload her weapon. Pump shotgun. We're going to want to get a little bit of distance here. And let's actually go for this one. At least be able to kill. And again, we'll move her just a little bit further away if we can. Completely useless. We're actually going to put him on melee and ambush. Maybe he'll at least be able to punch something. There we go. He executed his ambush and he actually got a kill. Do not miss... Ooh. Okay. I thought we lost her. I really did. I was going to say, do not underestimate the power of punching, I guess. We did get a hit on that. We need to reload. That's the end of our turn. Let's get her a little bit better. You have to look at the range of certain weapons. Of course, some weapons work better up close. Some weapons work better with medium range or far range. No, don't lose control. Maybe she'll get a kill. Nothing. I'd like to try and get as much damage on these guys as I can, because that's kind of the point of the shotgun. Soak up damage on multiple targets. Oh, these are friendlies. We don't want to engage them. Whoops, I'm glad I missed. Perhaps if we kill this guy, everything will be okay. Let's punch him in the face. That was a miss. Let's run back to cover like a little... Oh, okay. Alright. We actually did the situation. Everything's okay. Sadly, our medic is critically wounded, which is really bad. It's really, 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 really bad. Because we don't have anyone else that is currently capable of healing. Wait, no. Did we lose pills? I don't think we did. Okay, no, we didn't. Yes, we did. Never mind. We did. Pills is down. No! We can't lose her! She's too important! There's just nothing we can do at this point. She needs the surgeon skill, and none of these guys are capable of it. Now, of course, early on in the game, you're not going to have skills that sometimes will save members of your team. I mean, it's that bad.
Copy, Echo 1. Echo 1, I'm happy to say several members of your... Congratulations, Echo 1.
I thought maybe calling in for a rank up might help. I don't think it will. We're running out of time. I don't know if we can quickly... The issue is none of them even has the equipment. She has everything, and I don't think I can trade with anybody. Let's see, maybe I can. Quickly. One. Okay, we're able to take it. Let's give Cold Eye the surgeon ability, or the light medic ability. And we need the surgeon ability. Oh my god, this is bad. This is really bad, guys. Where is it? Where is it? Field medic, surgeon. We can't. It costs 4 points. Oh wait, no, we can get level 1. Level 1, okay, commit points. We actually need to take a different kit from her. We need, I don't think she has any. Does she have it? Basic trauma kit, boom. No! Pills is gone. We were too slow. Well, we made our last ditch effort. Now we need to just take everything from her inventory. And, it's been a sad day. Alright. Pretty sad, actually, I'll be honest. I really liked her as a character. No, we don't want to give it to Rose. Let's just give it all to Hex here. We don't need the glass eye. That's not really useful material. I think we could have just searched her. Anyways, let's go back. So that is, I mean, that's essentially the core of combat right there. Obviously, it's actually kind of difficult. There's a lot you can do with it. There's a lot to learn, and of course, as your team develops over time, things will get, I guess you could say, easier. They won't really get easier. You'll just have more tools to work with. Let's go ahead and take a look at the world map, though, because I want to talk a little bit on how this functions. So we actually have our big open world map here. There's all these different locations. And you actually travel to them in a sort of real-time setting, so you have an oversight of the map while your team is moving across the map, and you actually have to maintain things like water. Large parts of the world will be covered in radiation that you have to avoid. So it is very much a wasteland, and you're basically navigating between the different points. You can actually also find sort of random camps hidden out in the wasteland that you can stumble on. You might fall into a group of bandits that you can choose to run from or engage with. There's a lot there. And of course, as the game moves forward, we do actually have a story that is being told. We have a sort of main villain by the name of Matthias, who is essentially looking to destroy the Desert Rangers, which of course is what you guys actually are. And this guy actually here has some supplies that we can buy and trade from him. So you'll see there's lots of merchants in the world that you'll be able to trade and purchase more armor from. Of course, you'll be able to find armor in the game. Ways to just make your characters safer. While going into combat, there's things to combat, radiation. Everything you would expect from a Wasteland game is here, and it's back. Now, I guess that's the big question. As a lot of people I think had with this game was, what is it doing? Is it trying to do anything new? Is it trying to be like, some a change to the classic isometric, RPG? And I wouldn't say it is. I mean, it's a modernized Wasteland with a new story and a slightly new direction and a lot of new elements that didn't exist in the original Wasteland. I think a lot of those elements are elements that were definitely available to us in the most recent Fallout experiences, but it's back to that isometric feel. And I really actually enjoy it quite a bit. It's really difficult, which, like I said, I think for me that's part of why I enjoy it. Had it been a really easy game, had combat situations like that one just gone over, with the flip of a coin, essentially, real carelessly and real simple, I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much. Like I said, guys, it's available on Steam Early Access. It's going to be releasing the full game on September 19th. I believe the price we're going to be looking at is $50. If you're interested in these sorts of experiences, if you liked the original Wasteland and the old Fallout games, then, this is a return to that. It's a modern version of it, and I can't recommend it enough. However, if you're somebody who grew up with like Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, the first-person shooter versions, and you're not fond of isometric RPGs, I can't say that there's anything here that will make you forget that the game is isometric and just fall completely in love with it, kind of like XCOM did for me. So that's really what you're going to have to look at when you decide whether or not Wasteland 2 is something you're interested in. If you guys have any other questions about the game, anything that I didn't really talk about here that you'd like to ask me about, feel free to leave your questions in the comment section below. And I'll see you in the next one.